Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Patriots coming in at 6-2, going up against the Colts, who come in at 1-7. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led out by their quarterback. Started his career as a Florida Gator, finished at Louisiana Tech. It's Jeff Driscoll.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now a carry for Terrence McGee. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And that'll be incomplete. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2 quarterback out of San Jose State. It's David Fales. Now Fales. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Fales. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And we get a peek at the defensive starters, and it's a unit that really needs to do better than they did last week.
So I would expect them to come out with a lot more emotion this week, flying around, trying to establish a new tone, because last week they didn't feel good about it all.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Back to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 19 carries, 54 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Now that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
He'll drop to throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And a give this time to the tailback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
He'll look to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
We see drops happen on hitch routes. A lot of the time it's because the timing's off on the play or trying to get his head upfield right before he secures the pass. Last thing, though, it's such an explosive move on the hitch route that sometimes they'll get their body settled before the ball gets there.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Here's Tom Hackett now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Yards still left on second down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Fresh set of downs here.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now back to throw. And some room to roam now. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, without a doubt, all credit's got to go to the runner. Found his way into the end zone, but the defensive guys just not wrapping up well when they try to tackle it.
And that's the thing. You've got to wrap up. A lot of times these days you see guys, they just want to go as hard as they can and throw their body at somebody. That's not old school football, though.
No, old school football is fundamentals. Wrapping up, locking your hands, and trying to get him on the ground.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So the drive there took 6 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll run with Mack. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Let's go.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's Tom Hackett now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the Colts pick it up. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Here's Mack. Open space inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, Those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give him even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
And this will be incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Ramon Humber in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is a 26-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
Hang on now. 3-19.
And that is incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Colts coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4 down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Let's go. 3-19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got some space here. And avoids the contact by sliding. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tom Hackett now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for New England. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Colts getting ready to go. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right? In baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Staying on the ground with Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mack. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. They'll set up a throw. And some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Tom Hackett now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well,
Here we go.
their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's brought down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Pass interference, defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here losing in the second quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I don't even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Second down now after the incompletion. Incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Blair. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Here we go. Green, 30.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throw left side complete. It's Reed. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Patriots are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Colts won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, Jeffrey's got the catch here, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. As they jump out in front, 6-0. Patriots on 2nd and 7, handoff and run goes up the middle, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Now 2nd and 8, defense will get to the QB here. This goes for a loss of 9. Final seconds in the first half. Driscoll's going to complete the pass from the gun. And a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. That puts them on top by 14.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A good pickup there, a 22. Now Mack. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet at the 49. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tom Hackett now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Tom Hackett now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And here's a fair catch now, and boy, a very short punt will give them unbelievable field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd in Baltimore. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go. Green 39.
Throwing his fails. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Now fails. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, line.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a carry from Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
They were stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They run a draw here on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them. Boom, nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, But the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go!
They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
He'll drop to throw, and he whips that one incomplete there. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for New England. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to...
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down. Slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. We've got a 3rd and 11. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for New England. And this one's high, but not very far. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he's got his man Hilton. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd down following the run.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Back to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ramon Humber in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A gain of 6 there on first. Four yards remaining now on second down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And Wilson has it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. His throw's going to be incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Kasim Adebawale in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. New England on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And Charles, I think with his